one of the best Zergs in the running. We're going to go ahead and hop into Heavy Rain for game number 1 between these two great players. And we can see spawning right here on the top of the map. Are you serious, Juan? That's all. I don't think anything else needs to be said. Down in the bottom half.
No, something has to be said. What's the name of this Pokemon?
This is
you should know that, because you
Militank is what it's called.
Ah, yeah. I think I knew that as well.
Militank
Uh-oh.
is the name of this Pokemon. Freaking Major. Of course, down at the bottom half of the map, it's Kane. And
Are we going to see something crazy in this very first game, Ben?
I've already seen something crazy.
Yeah, you've seen a Militech. It's especially funny because once he's like, no decals! But he's just like, just wait until I show like, Militech.
It has to be said, Major plays a lot of Pokemon. He's going to go ahead and drop a Proxy Rax.
Yep, but it's just a single Proxy Rack so far. So that makes me wonder, is he going to get a Refinery as well? Yes, there we see the Refinery going down in the main base. That Overlord, Ben, is on the right path, but it's not there yet.
It's also...
It's kind of going to see it, right? I think once it makes its destination...
he's going to see it.
I think it's going to see it.
He's not going to... He might see it.
Oh,
he's not going to see it.
No. Wrong turn. But still, it all comes down to... Okay, Kane is of course going to go head first, but...
Freaking Major.
How many additional drones is he going to squeeze out?
I cannot believe. One. Okay, so...
Already up to 16 workers, man.
And still no spawning pool. So Proxy Reaper is very, very painful to play against if you're going hatch first. And obviously this is exacerbated further if you delay your spawning pool at all. Kane's gone up to 16 drones before dropping that pool, so it's going to be very late.
You know, even if this Rex is in your main base, then there's always going to be like that 15 to 20 second window where you're going to have to morph your drone into an extractor or a spore crawler. Or if you're bad with Zerg like me, like multiple times, and then in the end you have like 6 drones mining and you realize that this is not good either. But no, this could definitely be quite painful. Kane is completely unaware of this. There's a bunker gonna go down as well. That makes it even more annoying because that's gonna allow these Reapers to hop in and out all the time and regenerate at any given moment.
Yeah, this is gonna be very frustrating for Kane. Major's got his first Reaper out already, and it's gonna be hopping up into the main base any second now. Spawning pool still not complete, so he's not able to make those first couple of lings. He's gonna lose at least one drone immediately.
He's gonna micro for now, but eventually you're gonna have so many low HP drones. This is gonna be hard for Kane, man, not to lose a whole lot of drones.
And one down, 2 down. Nope, drops that spore crawler the last second, and still waiting for that first set of lings to hatch is proving to be very frustrating. Major's gonna pick up a second drone kill, and now the Reaper's gonna hop right back into that bunker where he will have his buddy
come on,
coming to join up.
Game number 5, we're playing a best of 5 after all, man. I'm gonna have to deal with this stuff every single game.
This is just a great abusive opening here for Major in the early game. In no circumstance are you ever just going to outright win with this. Well, I shouldn't say that, but Major's not going to outright win with this because in no circumstance will a player of Kane's caliber outright lose to it. But he's definitely putting himself in a great position. We can see he's gone factory behind this. He's dropping his command center now. He's continuing to build more Reapers. He's going to get a 3rd Reaper now. That's the magic number to 2-shot workers.
Has to be careful. You don't want to lose any of those Reapers. There are quite a few links at, and above all, Ben, right now Kane only mining minerals of like with 10 drones. Okay, now actually it's back to 13, but still 13 is not a whole lot, especially now that we can see that Kane on the other side of the map already has 21 SCVs, and he's still forcing out more and more and more links. This is just great for the Ranger.
It's an awesome opening here for Major. Kane's made a lot of queens, and that is ultimately going to give him what he needs to kind of repel this, forcing the salvage. Bunker's going to go down. SCV, of course, probably doomed to live a short life.
Though I think it's safe to say this was worth it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
With 23 SCVs against 14 drones only, of course soon Kane will be able to catch up in workers, but everything else has been delayed quite a bit. The only thing that he's going to have going for himself, I think, is he's going to have sick creep spread, despite the first Hellions already being in production. That's a quick start with as well, Ben. Where do you think Major is going to go with that?
Well, he's getting a 3rd command center. So maybe he wants to make a couple of Banshees just so that he can continue harassing. I'm not sure. Kane's running across the map with a bunch of speedlings, and if Major leaves the door down, it could be bad. He should not leave the door down, and now he should immediately raise that depot.
With these Hellions, he's more
he's
than
gonna be
fine.
Yeah, no worries here. So this threat of aggression is going to be repelled. Major doing a good job keeping himself nice and safe, and he's going to be in fantastic shape. Kev, ZVD is hard these days, and I think a lot of it is because of the strength of these triple orbital builds. Major goes Proxy Reaper, does a good bit of damage, and is easily able to transition right over into what will soon be a 3-base Terran. It's going to be hard for Kane, man.
It's going to be a massive economy, and whenever you give a player like Major a massive economy to work with, it's scary. What's also scary about Major in this matchup, Ben, is that he's both very capable of playing mech and bio. I've seen him do both multiple times. In general, I think it's safe to say he's a little bit more of a bio player, but how many games haven't we tested of him where he went mech?
Yeah, he's known to kind of do it all. He's got a wide range of playstyles. Major spent time in Korea, and I think more so than many other non-Korean players, Major is prone to mixing up his playstyle. I think one of the common criticisms of foreign pros is that they tend to just play one way. And Major doesn't fall into that trap. He's got a very wide range of builds and of styles. You know, some guys will have different openings, but they default to the same kind of playstyle. Not Major. He can do it many different ways, and I'm sure that we're going to see many different variations from Major here in this best of 5. As we are going to see a Banshee out of Major, like we speculated.
Well, what's going to be behind that? I still kind of wonder about that.
Even going to get Cloaked. That's kind of crazy.
I think he's going to play mech this game, no?
Maybe.
We'll see. At the same time, he's going to put quite a bit of damage on this hatchery. Right now, there are 22 Zerglings out on the map and 4 Queens. This could get very tough for Kane, man, to keep this hatch alive. This is a lot of damage over here from all these Heli, especially once this Banshee.
I think this is going to be a cancel. Queens are going to come down, but oh man, now even if it's not a cancel, he's got a very low health hatchery that could find itself falling later on. Major searching for the Zerglings is going to find those Lings, and he's going to roast lots of them.
Misrallied a little bit as well there. A couple of Lings dying for free. Queens off creep right now, taking a lot of damage from all these Hellions.
Oh man, this
Kane
is
in trouble.
Kane goes from bad to worse. One Queen is going to go down. Second one pulled back in the nick of time. But now the Banshee's going to come into the mix. Banshee's great against Queens by themselves. When the Queens have low health and the Banshees are supported by Hellions, they get even better. And Kane's not even going to bother with it. GG. Kane taps out. And Major wins the game. Pokemon Windy wins the game on the back of highly aggressive early game Terran shenanigans, I guess.
And 2 armories were going up behind this as well, so he was indeed going to go up to mech with a triple orbital opening. Just a great build by Major, great execution. There's really not much more to it.
Yeah, absolutely caught Kane off guard, and Kane was not able to recover. Didn't even bother going down that road, saying, you know what, this is just stressing me out. Let's get on to the next game.
Sometimes you never want to give up, never surrender, because it's such an important best of 5, but it can also be very demotivating if you play like this 22-minute game that's actually over at the 6-minute mark, and you know that whatever it takes, it doesn't really matter what you do. So sometimes it's better to just recollect yourself and hop into game number 2. Of course, if this was game number 4 or 5, where everything was on the line, I don't think he would leave. He would somehow still try, but I guess right now he just doesn't want to go through the horror of playing behind against mech. It's already hard enough to play against mech, especially when you're behind.
Game number 2 is going to be taking place, I believe, on Frost. So we're just waiting on the admin to host up the map so we can get going with that. Since that lobby isn't ready yet, we are going to